the bravery, the valor and the sacrifice of hundreds of those armed jawans of the Indian Army. Now that India pays salute. Times Now is reporting from the Sando Top area, which is at least 13,600 feet above the sea level. In fact, this is the exact area where the command post is here on the Sando post. We are in fact closely moving towards this direction. These are the army convoy that is taking us in fact to this direction, and in fact we are closely now heading towards the front lines here.
जी, मैं एक फौजी होने का नाते जिस जगह में हम लोग का सैकड़ों जवान ने अपना जज्बा जीवन का बलिदान दिया है, उस जगह में मैं आज उस जगह को रक्षा कर हेतु मैं इधर में खड़ा होकर मुझे बहुत गर्व महसूस होता है। एक इंडियन सोल्जर होने का नाते इस जगह में ड्यूटी करना बहुत ही गौरव का बात है, तो मैं बहुत गौरव अनुभव करता हूँ।
आप राकेश धमेरी जी, आप क्या बताएंगे? आप तो असम से हैं, आप इतना दूर यहाँ पर आए हैं और इतने ऑल्टीट्यूड पे आए हैं, ये बहुत ही रेयर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मिलती है और भारत को तो पूरा गर्व है आप पर, लेकिन आपके मन में आप क्या चल रहा होता है?
जी, मेरा मन में बताना चाहूँगा कि ये पूरा पता है कि एशिया का अंडर मतलब वो कोल्डेस्ट एरिया है और सुपर हेल्थी है, लेकिन हमारा गौरव का एक बात है, हम असम रेजिमेंट यहाँ पे फिलहाल डिप्लॉयड है। हमारा असम रेजिमेंट तकरीबन नॉर्थ ईस्ट का पूरा रहने वाला होता है और नॉर्थ ईस्ट तकरीबन पहाड़ी और ठंडा को बर्दाश्त करके झेलने वाला जवान होता है। तो इसलिए मैं बताना चाहूँगा इस लोकेशन में जितना भी ठंडा हो चाहे गर्मी हो, हमारा ड्यूटी बराबरी रहता है, वही मैं बताना चाहता हूँ।
हम खुश हों कि आज कारगिल का वार शहीद का वजह से आज हम इस जगह पे है। हम जब पोस्ट में बैठते हैं मुश्किल आता है, लेकिन सब कुछ हम पहले से ही सबसे पहले यहाँ मॉडल ठीक होना चाहिए और सबसे पहले समर में हम लोग मेडिकल से लेके पूरा जितना भी हमको विंटर में जरूरी है, लड़ाई के लिए जो भी जरूरी चीज़ें हम सब।
और लेकिन जो ऊपर है पूरा बर्फबारी भी होता है और बर्फ करीबन 10 फीट 15 फीट 20 फीट भी रहता है, तो लेकिन आपको एकदम चौकन्ना रहना पड़ता है, पूरा टाइम एकदम विजिल रखनी पड़ती है।
हम हमेशा चौकन्ना रहना पड़ेगा। यहाँ रात को ड्यूटी पूरा अलर्ट रहता है। सरकार का तरफ से जितना भी हमको क्लोथिंग रेशन मिला हुआ है, सफिशिएंट गुड क्वालिटी का हमको सामान मिला हुआ है, उसका वजह से हमको कोई परेशानी नहीं है कि रात को हमको 10 फीट 15 फीट को बैठने के लिए भी हमको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
और जो सर्दी के और एकदम पीक पर कितना यहाँ पर जो है मौसम माइनस में चला जाता है, क्योंकि वन ऑफ द कोल्डेस्ट एरियाज है यहाँ पर पूरे इंडिया में।
यहाँ जो है सर्दी का मौसम में 45-50 तक पहुँच जाता है, माइनस पहुँच जाता है सर्दी का मौसम में।
Each and every stone that you see around and each and every blade of grass that you see around you is, holy. Now coming on to the responsibilities as such, we are deployed on the line of control, and you have to maintain vigil. And apart from the enemy threat, you're fighting the weather, you're fighting the rarefied atmosphere, and for that you have to be trained well. Now the Indian Army is trained, but for being deployed at special places like these, you go through pre-induction training, which the battalion goes through once before you get deployed at a place like this. And for getting inducted into posts which are as high as 18,000 to 19,000 feet, you have to go through a induction program which we call the acclimatization, which takes about 14 days, starts from 9,000 feet and ends up at about 18,000 feet.
Right. And we talked about the training aspect of it, but when you're down on ground here, when you go to the forward post actually, and we are looking at this giant tiger hill, and we have this respect for the Indian Armed Forces, and people watching it also want to know what goes through your mind. You're at that location, there's minus 45 degrees, there is snow all over at times, so what is the responsibility? And at times you have to keep a vigil 24 hours.
Yes, talking about the vigil, yes, the vigil is 24 hours. Talking in particular about what goes into our mind, well, there are a lot many things that go into our minds, but yes, apart from the enemy threat, apart from the atmosphere, you have to fight isolation, and for that you have to keep yourself busy. You have to keep, even at the post, you have to keep training so that the isolation doesn't eat you up.
This is the second coldest inhabited place in the world, and the temperatures dip to as low as minus 45 degrees Celsius. The snowfall is up to 15 to 20 feet, and adding to the wind chill factor, the conditions are very severe, and the challenges here are a lot many. More are of this terrain and weather, and enemy, we have to keep a constant vigil. As everybody is aware, we can't trust our adversary anytime. Now for this we are fully prepared. we are trained for that. We do excellent training. We have training facilities. Then we are equipment is world class, and we are well fit. And this gives us moral ascendancy over the enemy. And our troops are highly motivated. And from this stage, I want to tell the nation that Indian Army is doing a great job, and we will ensure that the nation sleeps soundly.
As the nation salutes the martyrs who laid down their life to recapture the Tiger Hill, Times Now is reporting right in front of the Tiger Hill. In fact, we are at one of the key forward posts here where the Indian Army is keeping a very, very strong vigil. The entire country is celebrating the 17th KargilVijayDiwas, and in fact, we will have several ceremonies down in Dras. But just to give you a sneak peek and the viewers to realize what are the difficulties and the challenges that the armed forces really go through, I will give you just a visual of this Tiger Hill. We are talking about the entire altitude and height of 17,400, and my video journalist KargilVijayDiwas is in fact showing you this important visual. Now, this is a remarkable and historical visual because of Tiger Hill. There were several hundred armed jawans who were involved in the process of recapturing Tiger Hill and several different peaks, and India only pays their last respects and in fact honor to all those armed jawans who laid down their life for the country. In fact, the Chief of the Army Staff will be in Dras to lay wreath, and apart from that, the President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, apart from Raksha Mantri Manohar Parrikar, will be at the Amar Jawan Jyoti at India Gate at Times Now. We will continue to in fact respect the armed jawans who are guarding at the borders, and apart from that, bring you, the viewers, live reportage both from Kargil and in New Delhi. Reporting from one of the forward posts near Tiger Hill with video journalist KargilVijayDiwas, this is Aditya Raj Call for Times Now.